Hey, how's it going, everybody? And welcome to another exciting episode of Channel X, the only show on Thursdays that starts the weekend early. I am your host, Tom Dog 247. As always, I'm Tom Dog all day and Tom Dog all night. Woo, baby, all right. So, we got a pretty good show lined up here. I don't say that often, but when I say we got a good show lined up, we got a good show lined up. And remember, I don't say that often. I really don't. Um, Before I do, I want to give out some shout outs and plugs and everything like that, like we do each and every week, because you guys are awesome and the people that I shout out are also awesome. For example, the Darkening Podcast Network. You guys are awesome. And I had a pretty good show this past Tuesday on the All Light Network. I mean, on the Darkening on Splash Pages. Had some cool people on there and everything. Always have a good time watching them on Tuesdays. And also too, um, shout out to Drew. And I guess he wanted to be a part of Ghostbusters month, but unfortunately, I didn't reach out to him because even though I had every intention on it, but the times that I do my shows, um, he's already off to Dreamland, and yeah, but I guarantee you, he will come. He hasn't. I hope he does. And as a matter of fact, later on in the show, I can, because I want to do, because I really do want to do a year-end review, and you know, well, I am going to do a review, but I want to have some people on this year, and yeah, I think that would be really cool, and Drew will be pretty cool to have on there and everything, and yeah, and but yeah, um, once I do once I do a Hellboy month, he'll definitely jump on board. I know he will. And well, we can work out a time schedule and everything like that, and we'll make it happen. And so yeah, you know, if you can get some insight and everything like that, I think that'll be pretty cool. But yeah, doing these shows late at night like this, every nobody. I wouldn't want to invite anybody on this at this hour. I really wouldn't. You know, I got personal stuff and that, but it's cool. It's cool. And but we can work out a time that can accommodate everybody and everything. And I'll do it like a special show. I'll do a special show and everything like that to accommodate the time. So yeah, we'll work on it. So even if I have to do a show on Wednesday, that'll be cool. But yeah, there was yeah, big shout out to him. Anyway, special shout out. Special shout out. But you could check out Leo, Drew, and everybody. on the Dorkening Podcast Network. Check it out over on YouTube or wherever you listen to your favorite podcast. These guys are awesome. They're all amazing. Check them out. You'll be glad you did. Also, check out the Owl Light Network. Carrie, Raz, Friday, everybody. Awesome stuff that you do each and every week. Always a good time watching always a pleasure being a part of um, the um, Tomb of the Terrible every Monday. Definitely check this out because they're doing the the Amityville or Amityville movies, not the good ones. We're talking about the bad Amityville movies that are just cashing on the name. So yeah, um, so yeah, I was we were on there. I was on there on Monday. We were doing the Amityville haunting. We were doing the Amityville haunting. That was a pretty interesting review and everything like that. And so yeah, and it was a good one. We were having a grand old time, and so work on. So yeah, definitely check them out, and you'll be glad you did over on the YouTube. And big shout out to my good friend Melly Playful over at Melly Playful and Tango. If you like watching people playing video games, then Melly Playful and Tango are the ones for you. Check them out, and you'll have a good time. Okay. Um, this episode is brought to you by M&J Video Games and Collectibles. Trading, if you have any Pokemon cards or Yu-Gi-Oh cards or Magic the Gathering cards, pop vinyls, any autographed items from sports, wrestling, and actors, and you just happen to be vacationing in the Southington, Connecticut area, check out this wonderful, amazing store. You'll definitely love it. And if you want to know where this amazing store is that I talk about each and every week, check them out over on their website over at mnjvideogames.com. Not only will you get directions on this wonderful, amazing store, but they also have a list of events. They also have some events going on right now. Um, so yeah, definitely worth checking out. And that is mnjvideogames.com. And this episode is also brought to you by W Energy. And what is W Energy? It's an energy supplement that has no sugar, no artificial colors no artificial flavors, colors, or dyes, and zero crashes. That means you're not gonna fall asleep on there and everything. And but yeah, it was so yeah, so it's good stuff. And they got some Black Friday deals coming up as well, and everything like that. So take advantage of those offers. And while you're taking advantage of those offers, use that promo code Brill at the checkout, and you'll save 10% on an extra 10% on your purchase. So yeah, you definitely don't want to miss out on that. It's a good deal. It's a good thing. And yeah, it's a wonderful energy supplement as well too. So you'll feel energized, good and ready to go. Excuse me. And you won't be winding up like me, falling asleep, drinking something that's not Monster. Yeah, I'm changing it up and everything like that because those drinks that they had over at on the Mike Tyson fight last week was pretty interesting. So I'm giving this a try. This one's sparkling cherry lemon. Hey, that's good. Um, but You don't want to be drinking this like I am, and I'm a bad promo. I'm a bad promo person. You want the best. You'll get the best with Dubby. Use that promo code Brill at the checkout and save 10% on your purchase. Don't be like me drinking this stuff. Drink Dubby. You'll be glad you did. Check it out. All right. Okay, so, um, so yeah, we thought we actually dove into last Friday with a special Friday episode of Channel X because the boxing match was on there, and I gotta say, after reading the, a lot of people were pissed off. There was a lot of pissed off people, and I can understand that. But the stipulation was that Mike Tyson couldn't knock him out in the first round. And when I said that, when I saw that, I was like, "Are you for real?" It's like, yeah, and yeah, yeah, Jake Paul is afraid of him, and but I will give credit where credit is due. Um, Mike Tyson did last the 8 rounds and everything like that, so he got more payday than he would if he were to win the match. So yeah, I, the prize money was fairly decent. It was an so yeah, it was worth it, and it was the most streamed um fight. Um, but was it a good match? No, it was not. Um, and there, it was a good fight. And listen, I wouldn't. I wanted to see Mike Tyson win, and I knew he would have knocked him out. But hey, it was a good fight. It was decent. I haven't seen Mike Tyson in the ring in God knows how long. And even when he came back into the ring after his suspension was lifted after biting the ear off of Holyfield. Um, but yeah, it was decent for what it was and everything. And kudos to Netflix for breaking records and breaking the internet, figuratively and literally. So, and we're gonna get to that in just a minute, but the Taylor and the Taylor fight was also good too. I know the Harris, it was a very good fight last. It was the better match. Um, and yeah, it was brutal too. It was a real, and I know I talked about it on last week. She got open. Amanda got um busted open above on the eyelid there. It was gruesome. It was like, and the skin was hanging out on the eye. The was hanging down too. Oh man, that was horrible. But yeah, it was good. It was a good fight. And yeah, we can understand. There was some. It was a controversial ending and everything like that because Amanda threw in Serrano throwing some more punches than uh, Taylor. So yeah, it's I can understand the frustration and everything, but hey, it was a good fight, and um, hopefully we'll get to see a third one. I talked about the Ring Girls last week, and so yeah, they're getting popular. I followed one of them that um on social media, so they're making the rounds and everything, and they're so yeah, it was a lot of fun. And yeah, overall it was a pretty interesting fight. There was one boxer at the opening bout where this dude was dry humping this other guy in the corner. And I'm like, I don't know what the fuck that was all about, but really, is that even allowed in boxing? I don't even really know. I haven't, like I said, I haven't seen boxing in a long time. Actually, no, that's not true. I actually managed to see Logan Paul and KSI fight. So, yeah, of all things, but we all know how that relationship turned up. So. But yeah, I will, like I said, but I will give credit where credit is due. Jake had a pretty good fight, and I will give him that credit. I will give him that credit. However, he needs to stop catering to his needs and everything like that, and throwing in these stipulations just so that it makes him look good. Because that's not how anybody should win fights like that. Just making it one sided like that. So yeah, you know, and fight people your own age too, Jake. Please, for the love of God, you want to be called the best boxer. You said you want to be, you claim to be you know, you want to be a damn good boxer. Prove it by fighting people your own age, okay, instead of fighting people older than me. Because that's not how you're gonna, you know, win boxing matches. Seriously. You want to, you talk about, you say you want to go after some championships, and I strongly suggest that you take advantage of that. Take advantage of that and fight people your own age and who are way in the prime. I'm not saying that these old guys that because Mike Tyson certainly was not um past his prime. He was, he still has it. He and the punch to the face actually proved my point. And that was a good shot to the face, though. That was pretty awesome, and I actually got that on the continuous loop, on a never-ending loop. So yeah, I'm happy. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I could just watch that for 5 minutes. Actually, I can watch that for 5 hours. Fuck that. But nonetheless, it was a good show, and there was one guy um getting off the topic. Well, I'm not talking about like a boxer or a spectator or anything like that, but there was a fan um who saw the fight on Netflix and is suing Netflix. He's suing Netflix because of the fact that because of the buffering and everything like that, and the buffering and everything like that. It was. I mean, I can understand that it is frustrating, and for and it's something that Netflix um really needs to really focus on, because you are going to lose customers if this lag, because let's face it, it was horrible. I will admit that the buffering and the lag was horrible, but I understand why. And it's technically their fault because of the fact that Netflix makes so much money because they keep jacking up the prices each year or every 6 months, and it's horrible. And the price tag on Netflix is ridiculous, and even though they're losing customers, they're gaining customers with these live events, which I don't know how the hell that's even possible. But this was a match that a lot of people were expecting, that wanted to see this fight. But because of the because of the people streaming the same fight, you have to, and this is for the guy that wants to sue Netflix, and he's not going to win. And I'll tell you why he's not going to win, because you have to understand you're streaming this digital. You're streaming this digitally, and you are going to see heavy traffic because there's a lot of people watching the same thing over and over and over again. And because there's a shit ton of people watching this on the app, there's going to be that heavy traffic. It's just like if you get that highly anticipated highly anticipated video game, and there's going to be tons of traffic. When you play the game online, there's going to be traffic. And it's going to be like that. It's going to be like that once Grand Theft Auto 6 finally hits store shelves. It's going to happen. Especially when people are going to download the game digitally, like me. And yeah, it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem. So I'm letting everybody know right now, when Grand Theft Auto 6 starts to come out, don't get mad you know when it's not going on there. When you're when you're finally playing online, there's going to be heavy traffic. So I'm letting everybody know right now that that's going to happen. It's not a you know it's not a prediction. It's a spoiler. It's going to happen. So yeah, expect, because you're generating a ton. You're generating a ton of power to a lot of fans. That are playing or streaming online and everything like that. So yeah, you're going to expect this heavy traffic flow. So yeah, which is why I'm going to slow things down and just do the story mode first. So yeah, and as soon as pre-orders come up, I'm going to pre-order them. So, yeah. But but listen, it's right there. So just you know, so this guy's not going to win the case and everything like that, and but that just because that he's not going to win anything doesn't mean that Netflix is going to take this win. No, Netflix, you need to listen, because I'm telling you right now, you got a football game coming up on Christmas. You got a live event coming up on Christmas, which why? Um, people are out there celebrating with their should be celebrating with their families, and why you throwing a football game on Christmas is beyond me. It's ridiculous. So, but fine, they're going to do that. They're going to do that. But a lot of people are going to be watching. A lot of people are going to be watching this game. I strongly suggest that you pay attention, especially when the fact that you got Monday Night Raw, when you got WWE Raw coming into at the beginning of the new year. So I strongly suggest that you pay close attention, because you got a lot of WWE fans that are going to be pissed off if there's going to be just as much lag as it was on the Mike Tyson. And if you're going to do premium live events on there too, fine. But I'm telling you right now, take notes from other people that are streaming live on these events. Update your server. Update your service to make them go fast, so that they're going faster and running at a well raised speed. I don't know how their how their internet speed is, but they need to update. They need to update those speeds. So yeah, because you got all these live events coming up, and I don't know how it was with the golf that they had, and the soccer. They had soccer on there. They had FIFA on there. But yeah, they're going to be having some WWE content on there, and they're going to be streaming live. So yeah, you got to be careful with that, because you don't want to mess things up, because if you do, you're going to be screwed. So yeah, just take that advice. Take my advice from a business standpoint. I like your product, and even though you keep jacking up the prices, which I despise, um, but seriously, slow it down. On the, you know, update your servers so that you won't have this mistake again. You know, because if there's going to be if there's going to be another Jake Paul event, I'm telling you right now, whoever's going to fight Jake Paul in the next boxing match, they got to figure this out, because I'm telling you right now, it's going to be a high streaming um event, and yeah, going to take you need to take notes, because you don't want um MVP for the his his brand gonna look at Amazon or anything else and say, hey, let's make something happen, because they will turn on you. So just checking it out. Even though but listen, that guy, don't sweat it. I know you're not going to sweat it, because listen, people like that guy. I forgot the guy's name, but he needs to understand that this is what you're going to expect on an event like this. I mean, come on, Mike Tyson. Of course you're going to see. Of course you're going to see. There's going to be traffic, and yeah, 60 million. You can't go wrong. Everybody wanted to see Jake Paul get knocked out, but I was talking shit. Social media, I was talking shit. So yeah, I don't care. I really don't care. What's Jake Paul? Really? I mean, come on. I gave him credit where credit is due. I mean, everything is fine. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt, even though, but his brother, I'm never going to give him the benefit of the doubt, because I hate him more than I hate his brother. So, I hate Logan more than I hate Jake. Let's put it. But nonetheless, it was a good fight. It was a good event. I was glad I watched it, because I haven't, like I said, I haven't seen boxing in a long time, and so yeah, this was a treat for me. So I honestly did not care who won, even though I wanted Tyson to win, but that's neither here nor there. I also wanted Serrano to win. But yeah, it was a good show. It was a good show, and I was glad to be able to witness uh this huge event, because it was. I mean, come on, they were at AT&T Stadium, so come on, and you could tell that that Netflix was there, because they were promoting a lot of Netflix content. They had those characters from Squid Game, and I know I'm a bad person for saying this, but I have not seen the show. But yeah, but I heard a lot of good things, and they got a new season coming up too. So yeah, it's good, and they got a spin-off show too, because it's so good, because it was so good. So yeah, so they're doing something good, and yeah, they're finishing up with season 6 of Cobra Kai, and of course William Zabka and Ralph Macchio were there too. They were hanging out and everything. Hey, that's good. And plus, also, congratulations to Ralph Macchio for finally getting a star on the Walk of Fame. That's awesome. But yeah, this was a and oh yeah, by the way, 6 through 10 on Cobra Kai were friggin' awesome. It was friggin' awesome, especially the last episode. Especially the last episode. I thought that was really awesome and everything. So yeah, um, it seemed kind of weird. It seemed kind of weird seeing uh a CGI Mr. Miyagi, but hey, spoilers. But nonetheless, it was a good show. And they're not done yet. They are not done yet. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing what's going to go up. And plus, also, there's going to be another Karate Kid movie on the way too. So yeah, they're going to be crossing over, and with with the Jackie Chan remake. So yeah, this is going to be very, and apparently it's going to be in the same universe. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. And on also, I really hope that they do the whole the next Karate Kid. I hope they bring that involved too, because I think that. But nonetheless, check out season 6 of Cobra Kai. Definitely got to watch that. I mean, it's a must watch. So, um, Nintendo just dropped a trailer for their Nintendo Switch Online, the Game Boy um pack, and they just dropped a Donkey Kong Land for the Game Boy Online. But yeah, I used to play that game. It's a lot of fun. Definitely play the game in color to get the full effect, and you'll really like that. But yeah, I was really excited for it. So yeah, um, so yeah, you guys have a Switch and a Switch account. Definitely check that. Definitely check that. A lot of fun. So um, before we get started with tonight's festivities, I do want to give out an obituary. Um, this one, this one is special to me because um, it's a Connecticut. She was a Connecticut um, base, and as a matter of fact, she was the former governor of this state, and her name was Jody Rell, former Governor Jody Rell. Um, she passed away the other day at the age of 78. So, so yeah, she took over. She was lieutenant governor um, during the John Rowland administration, and she took over the role. She took over the role of governor after John Rowland got hit with some financial scandals. Um, in fact, embezzlement. So yeah, it was. So yeah, it was. He was accepting money from people and everything from certain people, and so yeah, he was corrupted, and and yeah, he actually served jail time too, and so yeah, um, so after Governor Rell took over, she did a pretty okay job during her tenure as governor. Um, one of the things that I did not like, that I didn't one of the things that I did not particularly agree with was when she wanted to shut down the naval submarine base uh, in Groton, Connecticut, and so yeah, that I was a little bit upset about that, and because when I was in high school, I was in a junior ROTC program in my school, and Um, I was there with my fellow cadets and everything, and we did some drills on the base and everything because we were also prepping um for our upcoming uh drill meet drill competition over at that time. But we also not only did we practice up on our drills, but we also had an opportunity to look at um go inside the submarine and check out how they run and everything like that, and had lunch in the mess hall with the uh, with the cadets. Like that. So yeah. Um. So why am I bringing this all up and everything like that? Well, when I was doing this show on cable access, on cable access in my hometown, in my old stomping grounds of Waterbury, Connecticut. Um, I had a younger me had a somewhat of a fondness for Governor Rao, and and when she stepped in um as governor, pretty much pretty much every episode I would pretty much find her attractive. And that was actually one of the funniest things that I did with the show, and in hopes that she would come on the show one time and talk to talk to my young viewers and everything, and probably get some people voting and everything. I would have done it with the other guy, but apparently I wasn't allowed to do that because I was because of my reputation. It's like, oh, you're an entertainer. I wasn't allowed to have political figures on, even though there was one time when I was getting ready to move down to Florida. Long story. I actually stopped doing the show for a while, and it was actually going to be my last show, and so I got a a certificate from the mayor, and the mayor came on the show and did this whole event, and so yeah, it was actually pretty good, and apparently that and I stepped out of the limelight for a while because some some shit happened, and yeah, that's when I started getting pissed off at everything. So yeah, but anyways, that's a long story, which I'll probably talk about in future episodes. But yeah, it was a really big deal. But yeah, one of the things I used to talk about I would used to bring up from time to time was Governor Rell, and yeah, I would have I would have somewhat of a crush on her and everything like that. And my crew was like, are you insane? And it's like, "Dude, look at her, she's not." And it's like, what are you talking about? So yeah, this went on for weeks, and then I kind of eased up on after the when it came time for the next season. And yeah, it was one of those things that I did. So yeah, but but yeah, it was when I got the word that she passed away. I was saddened by the news and everything. So yeah, but yeah, I have to do that. I have to pay my respects because she's gonna she was the governor of Connecticut. So yeah, I gotta give credit where credit is due. I know I'm not talking about politics, but even though I did you know on certain things in this episode, but it was nothing because I segued into my personal. So, but yeah, she will be gratefully, she will be missed, dearly and everything. And so yeah, a little bit of moment of silence for her. and we'll induct her into the Channel X Hall of Fame. Here we go. Gonna miss you, Rel. Gonna miss you, Governor Rel. Gonna miss you. All right, on to good news. We got some good news to talk about, and it's another Connecticut resident. Um, oh, um, we have to give a shout out to one Gino Oriama. If you don't know him, he is the longest running UConn women's basketball coach for 40 years. He just celebrated 40 years of coaching the UConn women's basketball. And he also achieved another milestone. Um, he just won. He coached his team for a victory. He they had the the women's basketball team won last the other night, and he he has now won as coach for a grand total of 1,217 times, and it is a record. It's an absolute record and everything like that. And he actually is in the Guinness Book for coaching the most winning game, um, for being the long not only the longest running coach um in college basketball, but also winning a bunch of games. When I believe he made the record books when he won his 1,000th game. So yeah, they had a huge ceremony the other night, um, where it involved a live goat. Don't be sick. Not how it went down. But Gino is actually, the goat. And so yeah, he is a you know best damn coach in college basketball history. And so yeah, he's in the Hall of Fame. He's already in the college basketball Hall of Fame and everything like that. But there's also one other Hall of Fame that he's going to be in, and that is the Channel X Hall of Fame. So yeah, uh, Coach Oriama. Hope I'm pronouncing the last name right. Congratulations on a remarkable um, milestone in your coaching career, and also being inducted into the Channel X Hall of Fame. So congratulations to you, Coach Oriama. There we go. You definitely are the GOAT. And this is coming from the boat of broadcasting. The boat in broadcasting. Yes. I have not I have not achieved GOAT status. I have not. In other words, I'm just a kid. Because young goats are kids. I have not achieved GOAT status yet, so I have no intention on achieving GOAT status. I'm happy being the best of all time because I don't have an ego. I really, I really so. But yeah, congratulations, Coach Oriyama. Yeah, I said his name right before, and now I'm botching it. It needs to be alcohol in this drink. So, but yeah, nonetheless, so yeah, congratulations are in order and everything like that. Huskies are my favorite. Is my favorite dog, and just like the husky, I am loyal to them. And I have a couple of friends who just started out in Yukon. So yeah, congratulations. So yeah, this is a moment in history and everything like that. Congratulations. Okay, all right. Okay, we are on fire here today. Not literally because I don't want to. I don't like feeling the burn. Okay, so it was just announced not too long ago, this past week, that the Video Game Awards, or just the Game Awards, is going to be coming out soon. Um, December 12th. It is coming out on December 12th, and you'll be able to stream it on YouTube and Amazon. Yes. Wow. Oh. But as a thing that we do here on this channel, uh, 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 is we're going to be doing a shot of this, but also going down the nominees for each category, and we're gonna go how they have it here, bottom to top, and we're gonna start our way from the bottom and work our way from the top, because game of the year is the last one. So we're gonna take a moment and everything like that. So we're gonna start with best esports team, and so yeah. Um, so okay, the nominees are for best esports team. It is uh Billy Gaming, Gen G, Navi, T1, and Team Liquid. I am oh yeah, it would help if I mention the games that they're noted for. Uh Billy Gaming for League of Legends, Gen G for League of Legends, Navi for Counter Strike, T1 for League of Legends, and Team Liquid for Dota 2. I am going with Team Liquid. I am going with Team Liquid. Best esports athlete. We are going. Okay, the nominees are 33, Neda Shapira, um, Alexi, Alex, Heard a boom. I don't know if it was thunder. Alexei Virolanian. Uh, Actually, no. I'm just going to go by their name. Um, not their full names because they're this is a hard. So yeah, 30. So so for best esports athlete, the nominees are 33 Alexib Chovy Baker, Zaiwu, and ZMJJKK. I am going with Baker. Okay, best esports game, which is usual the usual list because they don't update their categories. So yeah, Counter Strike 2, Dota 2, League of Legends, Mobile Legends, Bang Bang. I guess that's a new one, and Valorant. I'm gonna go with Valorant. Content Creator of the Year. I'm not nominated, so so I will not pick my vote. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. The nominees are Case O, um, Elo One, Techno Gamers, Typical Gamer, and USADA Pecora. I am going to go with Typical Game. Okay, most anticipated game. Like we even know. Like we even need to talk about it because there's already one that's already in there. But we're gonna do the nominees anyways. Death Stranding 2 on the beach. Ghost of Yote. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I apologize for the pronunciation if I got it wrong. Grand Theft Auto 6, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, and Monster Hunter Wild. I'm gonna go with Grand Theft Auto 6. Nothing against Metroid Prime 4. Everyone's just talking about just can't shut up about um, GTA 6. Okay. Um. So this one is best adaptation. Um. Arcane, Fallout, Knuckles, Like a Dragon, Yakuza, and Tomb Raider: The Legend of Lara Croft. I am gonna go with Fallout. That is. Um. Next one is best multiplayer. Uh, Call of Duty Black Ops 6, uh, Helldivers 2, Super Mario Party Jamboree, Tekken 8, and Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2. I am going to go with Helldivers 2. Nothing against Call of Duty Black Ops 6. I just haven't played it. I'm too stuck on the story. Okay, this one's perfect. This one is perfect. Okay, this one is best sports slash racing. The nominees are F124, EA Sports FC 25. I guess it's soccer game. Looks like it. NBA 2K25, Top Spin 2K25, and WWE 2K24. I am going with WWE 2K24. 2024 because I am having a lot of fun with it. Even though I'm a little bit pissed off at that because at Xbox because of the fact that they decided to throw in do something that they should have done a long time ago, and that is uh, playing your already saved games on the cloud. So yeah, um, good concept, but since everything got updated, I have to redo everything. So yeah, I'm mad at that. I lost all my saves. So yeah, I have to do everything all over again. So I can't do my celebrity um matchups like I wanted to do. So yeah, I have to redo them all again. So yeah, I'm mad. So, okay, this one is best sim slash strategy game. Nominees are Age of Mythology Retold, Frostpunk 2, um, Kunitsugami Path of the Goddess, Manor Lords, and Unicorn Overlord. I'm going to go with Unicorn Overlord. Okay. Up next is the best family game. Best family game. The nominees are Astrobot, Princess Peach Showtime, Super Mario Party Jamboree, Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, and The Plucky Squire. I am going to go um, with a tie. I know that's not going to happen because I am torn between Astrobot and Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. And yes, I will admit I have not played Astrobot, but given the popularity of Astrobot, I have to give credit where credit is due. And I have played Princess Peach Showtime, the demo. Um, and of course I have um played Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom because I reviewed it on this show, and I've also beat the game. So yeah. But nonetheless, um, so yeah, Astrobot and Echoes of Wisdom. I'm torn between those two. So yeah. Um, I think Astrobot might take the win though. So it's gonna be really close between Astrobot and Echoes of Wisdom. Hey, best fighting game. This is going to be good. Ah! Okay, we got Dragon Ball. The nominees are Dragon Ball, Sparking. Best fighting game. There we go. Nominees are Dragon Ball, Sparking Zero, Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising, um, Marvel versus Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classics, Multiverses, and Tekken 8. I'm going to go with Tekken. Okay, best RPG. The nominees are Dragon's Dogma 2, Elden Ring Shadow of the Earned Tree, guess that's it. Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, and Metaphor. Fantasio. I am going to go with Elden Ring Shadow of the Erd Tree. That's how you call it. Okay, best action adventure game. Okay. Nominees are Astrobot, Prince of Persia the Lost Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, Silent Hill 2, Star Wars Outlaws, and Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom. I am gonna go with Echoes of Wisdom. I had a lot of fun with that. Okay. Best action game. Black nominees are Black Myth, Wukong, Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Helldivers 2, Stellar Blade, and Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2. I am going to go with Helldivers 2. But it's going to come close between Helldivers 2 and Black Ops 6. Yeah. Okay, up next we have the category for best VR/AR, and this one is Arizona. The nominees are Arizona Sunshine Remake, Asgard Wrath 2, Batman Arkham Shadow, Metal, Hellsinger VR, and Metro Awakening. Excuse me. I'm going to go with Batman Arkham Shadow. Best mobile AFK Journey, Balatro, Pokemon Trading Card Game Pocket, Withering Waves, Zenless Zone Zero. I'm going to go with Pokemon Trading Card Game Pocket. That game is a lot. I have an itch. So I'm grabbing it. Okay, best debut indie game. Best indie game uh, debut. The nominees are Animal Well, Balatro, Manor Lords, Pacific Drive, and The Plucky Squire. I am going to go with Balatro. Okay. Best indie game. Nominees are Animal Well, Balatro, Lorelei and the Laser Eyes, Neva, and UFO 50. I'm gonna go with Balatro. Best community support. Okay, this is recognizing a game for outstanding community support, transparency, and responsiveness, inclusive of social media activity and game updates slash patches. Okay, this is going to be bold. The nominees are Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy XIV. I'm not good with Roman numerals. Fortnite, obviously, Helldivers 2, and No Man's Sky. I'm going to go with Helldivers, mainly because Fortnite has always won that one, and I think it's time that I need to give it up. Okay, this one is best ongoing. This is awarded to a game for outstanding development of ongoing content that evolves the player's experience over time. Okay, Destiny 2, Diablo 4, Final Fantasy XIV 14. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I figured out the Roman numeral, so nobody can at me now. Fortnite, Helldivers 2. I'm gonna go with Helldivers. Games for impact is the next category. This is for a thought-provoking game with a pro-social meaning or message. And got a big list this time. The nominees are Closer the Distance, Indica, Neva, Life is Strange, Double Exposure, Senua's Saga, Hellblade 2, and Tales of uh, Kenzura Zao. I'm going to go with Life is Strange, Double Exposure. Innovation in accessibility, recognizing software and or hardware that is pushing the medium forward by adding features, technology, and content to help games be played and enjoyed by an even wider audience. The nominees are Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Diablo 4, Dragon Age The Vanguard, Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown, and Star Wars Outlaws. I'm going to go with Black Ops. Okay, best performance. This is of course this is for best voiceover acting in a or voiceover acting, motion, and or performance capture. The nominees are Rihanna White for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Hannah Telle from I hope I'm pronouncing that name right. For Life is Strange Double Exposure, uh, Humberly Gonzalez for Star Wars Outlaws, Luke Roberts for Silent Hill 2, and Melina Jurgens for Senua's Saga Hellblade 2. I am going to go with Humberly Gonzalez for Star Wars Outlaws. Okay, best audio design. This is, of course, uh, in-game audio and sound design. Astrobot, Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, uh, Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, and Silent Hill 2. I am going to go with Black Ops 6. Okay, score and music. Um, this is going to go with. Okay, so the nominees are Astrobot, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Metaphor Refantasio, Silent Hill 2, and Stellar Blade. I am going to go with Metaphor Refantasio. Okay, best art direction. Okay, we're gonna go. So the nominees are Astrobot, Black Myth, Wukong, Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erd Tree, Metaphor Refantasio, and Neva. I am gonna go with Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erd. Okay, best narrative, storytelling and narrative and development in a game. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth, Metaphor Refantasio, Senua's Saga, Hellblade 2, and Silent Hill 2. I am going to go with Metaphor Refantasio. And because I just like the way I'm saying it. Okay, best game direction. Astrobot, Balatro, Black Myth, Wukong, Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erd Tree, Final Fantasy Rebirth, and Metaphor Refantasio. Getting better. And I'm going to go with Metaphor Refantasio. Okay, last and certainly not least, the Game of the Year. The nominees are Astrobot, Balatro, Myth Wukong, Elden Ring Shadow of the Erd Tree, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and Metaphora Rifantasio. I am going to go with Metaphora Rifantasio. So, like I said, look for the games in December 12th. The game awards on December 12th. Definitely worth checking out and everything. I think I could do Ricardo Montalban. Metaphor. Fantasio. It's just from the lamp. So, so I understand the McRib is coming back. Okay. Um. Yeah, the McRib is coming back because mainly they want to bring back customers. Because of what happened with the with the outbreak that happened in some of the McDonald's locations. Apparently, the onions in the quarter pounder with cheese were contaminated and had to be recalled. And they had, of course, McDonald's put that off the menu for temporarily until the problem was resolved. Apparently, there was some E. coli in the uh, in the onions, in the slivered onions that they had, the big giant onions. And when normally they just could have took, they could have easily just got rid of the onions and just say that there's not going to be any onions on the sandwich. So they could have just said that, and they did not want to do that, so they just took it off the menu altogether. So because they got hit with that, they're working on trying to bring back the customers after that, and so yeah, they lost a lot of money because of that. So they're working on trying to regain the customers' love for the restaurant, and for starters, never have Donald Trump show up there again. FYI, that was a PR nightmare. But so anyways, I got to thinking, what could I do? What could I do as a customer who want to go back to McDonald's? Even though it's, I had a nice sausage McGriddle. That'd be pretty good. And but yeah, so yeah, I came up with five obvious choices, and yeah, this is the Channel X top five, folks. So the top five things that McDonald's should do to bring back the customer. Number five, breakfast anytime. That's an important one. Before the before the COVID, before COVID hit and everything, it was awesome just having that same, having a an egg McMuffin at a certain time and everything. It was so easy. It was so easy. It was like, just give me an egg McMuffin. But pandemic hit, and things change. Uh, Number four, bring back Mac Tonight. Now, a lot of you don't know who Mac Tonight is, and I'm ashamed of you for. Mac Tonight was this character made up because McDonald's was going to stay open uh later instead of like around 9 or 10 o'clock. They were going to like maybe close around midnight or so. Sometimes in certain places they would just stay open 24 hours. And when when they started updating you know updating these new times, um the character that they decided was Mac Tonight. It was it was a fictional character uh, with a moon shaped head. It was huge, and some considered it to be creepy. And but yeah, Google Mac Tonight. You'll see what I'm talking about. And he would be playing the piano. He would be playing the piano and started singing like this. I'm back tonight. I can only do it that way because of copyright thing. Gotta be careful with that. Because if I just did the whole song, if I remember the jingle, you'll just hear this. And we don't want that. Yes. I can censor. I can silence myself. But anyways, yeah, Mac Tonight was a really awesome character. And even if he came back as as the adult Happy Meal. And I am really mad when they had when they had those collector cups for the adult Happy Meals. Speaking of that, why the hell did you not decide to put Mac Tonight on one of the cups for the design? I think that would because Mac Tonight was a big deal back in the day, and yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed in you, McDonald's. It was a big disaster since the Szechuan sauce. Number three, bring back the dollar menu. A lot of people will agree with me on that because yeah, that dollar they had a nice dollar menu. You get a nice small order of fries for $1. You get any size drink for $1. Um, you get like a cheeseburger or double cheeseburger for $1, McChicken for $1, uh, four-piece nuggets for $1, uh, pie for $1. It's so sad, it's so sad that they got rid of it. They got rid of that. And it's like they have the two, $3, $4 meal. Not the okay. Dollar meal was a lot better. Okay, number two, actually fixing the goddamn shake machine slash ice cream. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that because at a certain time you're in the mood for either an for some ice cream or a chocolate shake, and you go out there and you say, hey, I want to order a medium, you know, medium chocolate shake, and they say, "Oh, I'm sorry, the machine's broken." I hate that. And it's like that, it's like, and I used to work for McDonald's. I'm legit for that, and I have receipts to show to prove it. And unfortunately, I do. Um. So yeah, McDonald. So yeah, you know, people would just bullshit the customer and just say, "Oh, the machine's broken." Dude, the machine's not broken. You're cleaning it. Just say that. Stop bullshit. Stop BSing your customer. For real. And most of the time, they're not even broken anyways. And a certain time, they're not even broken. They're just saying, "Oh, it's just," you know, they're just some of them are just legitimate too lazy to spit up some chocolate shake. Just saying. Yes, I love chocolate. I like strawberry ones. I used to mix those together. It was actually pretty good. But you know what was even better? You know what was even a better mixture for for the shakes? And this is a good tip. When the Shamrock Shake comes out in March, mix that with chocolate. You want a shake that tastes like a Thin Mint? Get that mixture. They can do it. They can do it. I've done it. Trust me. You gotta get it. Okay. And now the number one thing that they actually need to do for to bring back customers for McDonald's, and that is actually blend the McFlurries. I don't know when this happened, but they got so lazy with these McFlurries. I want an M&M McFlurry. Yeah, that's how they do it. That's how they do it. They are the laziest people to do that. When I was preparing McFlurries, they had that little thing that you clip onto the thing, and you stir it around like that. Now they're just lazy. They had the because the McFlurry was the McFlurries were, in my opinion, are a lot thicker than the Blizzard. Don't at me on that, but my opinion. But they need to take a lesson from they need to take a lesson from the they need to start taking lessons from Dairy Queen, because they have their blizzards, and they do it the same way, and they do it a lot better now. Now when you go into McDonald's and you order a McFlurry, regardless of what size, and like their cheapest one is $5, if you can imagine. Yeah, their cheapest one is $5. Don't ask me about that. Anyways, they just they do the ice cream. They pour the Oreo or the M&Ms, or both, if you ask for it, and they just stir it by hand. They don't. It's not a McFlurry. You gotta put that little spoon, that special spoon, flip it up onto the machine, and then you go like that. Oh, it takes up to The excuse that they gave me for that is like, oh, it takes up too much time. No, it doesn't. Because again, I used to do that at McDonald's when I was working there, and it only takes a few seconds if you do it right. Only takes a couple of seconds if you do it if you do it right. Uh, but the manager was like, "Oh, we don't do that anymore. Bullshit. You're a manager. You know how to do it. You once worked for the company. You once before you were a manager. You were once an employee, so you know how to blend. You know how to blend a McFlurry. Let me go back and I'll show you how it's done. For real. It's times like this I would definitely go put the hat and apron back on and say, "This is how you make a McFlurry." I'm done. I'm done. For real, I would be a god if I worked behind the counter at McDonald's again. Like, I'm done. And it's like the prodigal son has returned. What are you doing? Oh yeah. Like, oh, the machine's not broken? No. I want to get a milkshake. We shut it down. We shut it down for we shut it down so we can clean it. It's not broken. Never was broken. Dog, marry me. I'm gonna birth your kids. These fries are so good. How did you do it? Simple. There's a trick. There's a trick. There's a trick to making the perfect French fry. Crispy on the outside, um, soft on the inside, salted just right. Get some hot fries. Like, I want them fresh from that basket. Salt on there. Not too much. Not too much. Salt. Then scoop it up. Bada bing, bada boom. There you go. And I was never stingy on those fries. I gave them a good amount. I was like, wow, how were you able to hold these fries? For real. I was like, he is the fry guy. He never bullshitted us. People, this guy behind the counter just said that the shake machine is not broken. There is just shut off at a certain time so that they can clean it. Why is this guy not a manager? I'm still trying to ask that question myself. For real. Single most biggest mistake of all time was given this chick that I was dating at the time. I made the stupid mistake of training her to be the manager instead of taking the glory for myself. I am mad at that. And she still didn't know what the hell she was doing even when she got promoted. Guess who did it all? That's okay. I left her because I found out he was dating someone younger than her. A high school kid. She, she was started not getting into it because, you know, hey, but anyways, but yeah, that's my top five. Top five, top five. Tom Dog reliving his glory days behind the McDonald's counter live. But yeah, that was a thing. Yeah. So, all right, folks. I am looking at the time here, and so yeah, I've been doing this for 90 minutes now, over 90 minutes, 92 minutes, and so yeah, I want to thank you all for tuning in, and be sure to follow me on Blue Sky at TomDog247. Yeah, I want to give Blue Sky some love. So fuck X, fuck Elon Musk too. Anyways, follow me on Blue Sky at TomDog247. If you missed any of tonight's episode, you can check it out as soon as I turn off the camera. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Comment down below. Who do you think? What are you most excited for on the Game Awards? Let me know in the comment section down below. And oh, and also, ringy dingy that bell to stay notified of what I'm going to be doing next. And get an AirPod. But also more importantly, support small streamers like myself by doing the most important thing that you can do for us small streamers like myself. And we will love you forever for it. We will love you to the day that we die. And that is face hug that subscribe button. We will see you all again here next week. Yes, I'm doing an episode on Thanksgiving, so don't ask. Don't worry, it's a laid back episode. But it's the same time, same channel. Same Tom Dog time, same Tom Dog channel. And Saturday we will be got a nice, wonderful episode of Wrestling Prime. Took a little break over the weekend, last weekend. So I just wanted to take a break because I was so tired. I was like, I don't know what the hell happened, but I was like, I was completely tired last week, so I didn't do an episode of Wrestling Prime. But we're going to do an episode of Wrestling Prime this week because we got a full gear to review. And so yeah, definitely check this out. We're gonna have a lot of fun with that. Also, some other fun. And I got some work to do because as I said, um, because everything got all updated and everything like that, I lost all my game. I lost my game save, so I got to check that out. Find out what the hell happened. So I lost it, so I have to update them all again and everything like that. So it's like whatever. Anyways, we'll see you. But here on Channel X, we'll be here next week on our special Thanksgiving Day episode. Thanksgiving episode. So yeah, it's the holidays, and I know I should be with family, but we're not seeing anybody. Besides, I'm cooking, so I owe it to myself to have this, and you'll have some fun too. So come on here next week, do a laid back show, and yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. So With that being said, we will see you then. Until next time, this is Tom Dog saying take care. So long. Peace. Have a good night, everybody. See you next time. Love you all.